A year of big changes awaits the Tiger in 2024. Change job, change house, change environment. Well, stay tuned to find out. Many people are afraid of changes. Well, for the Tiger in 2024, this is exactly what's coming for you in the year of the Wood Dragon. Now, the thing is this, if you facilitate the change, it might work in your favor, but if you allow change to just happen to you, sometimes it feels uncomfortable. Now, the reason for that is because you actually have a pretty good star called the Sky Horse in 2024. The Sky Horse is a moving star, okay? So back in the day, it actually represents a possibility of going abroad to make money. Now, of course, today you don't really have to cross borders to make money. It really does mean that you cross to different industries, you open up new markets, you do something entirely new, you change your environment, you change your job scope perhaps. That actually represents changes. Now, a lot of people are afraid that if I make the change, it might not be positive, it might be uncomfortable, I might be worse off than before. Well, you do have a good star called the Thriving Star, and thriving actually denotes that if you put in enough effort and strategies and planning, the outcome will actually be rewarding. So that's why it's called a Thriving Star. Now, of course, the star alone can't guarantee your success. You actually have to do some strategies here. So a lot of people just do something for the sake of doing. They don't plan for the year. They look at astrology readings like this and expect, okay, is it a good year or a bad year? Oh my God, it's a bad year. So you want to actually put in some effort and plan. All right, the coming year, what do I want to change in terms of my career? What is the lifestyle that I want to achieve? Do I want financial freedom? Do I want time freedom? Do I want relationship freedom? What is the freedom that I'm actually looking for? Not just for another 10%, 20% promotion. You want to think about what is the actual outcome of your career, because the Thriving Star, you could actually have exponential growth if you actually put in the effort to plan for the 5-year and 10-year plan ahead. This will be a great time to plant the seeds, because you actually do have the positive energies to do that in the first place. Now, if you look at the negative side, right, a lot of people would think, all right, if I pursue this year, are there any setbacks? Well, you actually do have these funeral guests and sky crier and sky dog. Now, what does that mean? Well, the sky crier and funeral guest does denote a lot of sad events. Now, sad events means regret, right? Or maybe situations where, you can't let go of something. Now, don't let the negative energies of these two stars affect you, okay? You have to be more proactive in 2024. Because if you think about stuff that you want to do and then you regret, or there's some people you want to thank but you didn't thank because you kept quiet, well, 2024, be the year, be the magnanimous person. Step up, take the initiative to say thank you to people. If there are any resentment or past misunderstandings, you want to be the one that fix this. Be the leader to fix this, and then there will be no regrets, because having funeral guests or sky cry basically means a lot of sad and regrets. So in order to not have regrets, you need to step up, take the initiative, solve the problem. Don't sweep everything under the carpet. Remember, the more you have gratitude for those who have helped you, the better your luck will be. Now, gratitude is basically something that will be able to solve a lot of these so-called setbacks and emotional drama in 2024. Because sky dog basically means getting hurt. Now, back in the day, it actually means physically getting hurt. But these days, if you think about it, an emotional scar or emotional setback is actually more painful than a physical setback. So if you don't want this to be happening, then what you need to do is confront these issues up front and take the initiative and be the magnanimous person to solve this problem. Whether or not someone else forgives you or apologize in return is irrelevant. The most important thing is you need to forgive yourself. And with that, you will remove all the emotional scars and pains, and you will no longer be crying or sobbing, okay? So that's how you overcome this. In fact, you should be focusing on your career. What's the next step forward? How do I want to plan to get the financial freedom or time freedom that I yearn for in my career or in my business, okay? That's what you need to do for those born in the tiger sign. Now, the tiger sign on the spiritual aspect has this star called Tin Guai. It's actually called the Heavenly Baron. So in 2024, it is a year where you find that as you progress throughout the year, a lot of the so-called people who are against you, or maybe are in a situation that are not supportive at first. But when you look at the big picture, whatever they are doing in some ways is actually in your favor. So this situation actually means that the problems are actually opportunities in disguise. But you probably don't see it first. All the so-called bad people, they're actually not bad people. It's just your views of them that seem to think that they are the enemies. These are not your enemies. In fact, heavenly brethren are those who are stern. Sometimes they're very strict. Sometimes it's tough love. That's basically what this star denotes on a spiritual aspect. So that's the lesson that you probably would have to go through. You also have the hourly star known as the healer star. Now the healer star actually denotes that there will be healing in terms of your emotional aspect, mental aspect, sort of heart set and mindset that could go through some healing process. So the healing process, first you have to unearth it. That's why I said this year it's super important that you confront any situations where there are misunderstandings or situations where you swept everything under the carpet. It's time to dig it out and settle it once and for all, because that will allow you to heal and you'll be much better and you'll go much faster when you let go of all these problems in totality. Okay? Now, the tiger can appear in the year, month, day, and hour stamp. Now, if you want to get your full astrology chart, because you might have different animal signs in your astrology chart, go to this link that you see right now on your screen or on the comment section. Click on it and key in your date and time of birth, and then you will get a full astrology chart. Okay, now in the astrology chart, you will see you could have a year of the tiger, the month of the dog, for example, or day of the snake and hour of the rat. You have 4 different animal signs. So each time the animal sign appears in different sections of your chart, it actually represents different aspects of your chart and different opportunities as well. Okay, so if the tiger appears in the year column, it represents that this year there's a lot of changes in your industry, in your market space, in the job market for you. Now, while it is very chaotic out there, you have to take action with whatever opportunity that arises when it comes to your market changes. So don't be afraid to say yes to opportunity and find out how you can actually do it a bit later. Because sometimes when the opportunity passes, because you can't commit, you're busy looking for an easier way, you miss the boat, okay? Although it's not so easy, you may think, if I take the opportunity, I might fail. Well, it's better to take one first than to not have any opportunity at all, okay? So this is super important to take note of that. When it comes to the tiger in the month of birth, like this, if you have, that means you're born somewhere in the February month, well, it's highly possible that in your job, there are a lot of movements. This year, you are required to travel. There's a lot of opportunities in a different market or different job scope, or different people from different industries coming to your organization or your company or your team offering different opportunities. It might seem scary at first, but take the first step forward and new doors will open for you. Now, if tiger is in your day of birth, in this sense here, well, this is probably a year where, well, in terms of relationship, you probably have to work a bit harder. Remember we talked about those emotional things or past drama or trauma or misunderstandings that are probably not discussed and not talked about? Well, this is the year that you want to, have an open mind and discuss this and not keep them in the closet anymore, and solve them once and for all so that you can move forward, so that there are no regrets, okay? Now, if you see the hour, the tiger in the hour column, hour of birth, this is where you need to be a little bit more sharp when it comes to selling your properties or selling your assets. This year, you might not have that many windows for profit, so you got to be very, very careful and time yourself properly, because once you see the opportunity is good and you can make some profit, don't be greedy, it's time to cash out, okay? So that's where the opportunity would lie in your hour column. Now, if you would like to find out more about the reading of your chart and your friends and family, download the Triver's Guide. I've written extensively on the forecast for the year as well as other animal signs and how to read your astrology chart. Go ahead and click on the link that you see on the screen and or on the comment section, and you can download the Triver's Guide for the year of the Wood Dragon. And while you're at it, you can also decide to join our Tribe Plus membership, where you will get monthly updates based on your personal astrology chart. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates and videos just like this. On behalf of my team, here's wishing you a fantastic and awesome and really happy year of the Wood Dragon.